Government of India in 2014 launched an initiative, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. And in the very next year, in 2015, they launched one more initiative, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. Now, with these kind of initiatives or programs, what is the intent of the government? The government wants to nudge people, wants to change the behavior of the people by providing a lot of information. This is basically the application of a theory by the name of nudge theory, wherein it says that the people's behavior or the behavior of decision makers can be changed by changing the environment in which they are taking the decision. And this environment, basically all the information, data set, all the options that is given, it is called as choice architecture. Now, why I am discussing all of this? The finance minister very recently, opposing whatever arguments have been given by the Congress spokesperson, stated that Atal Pension Yojana, the design of it has been purposely made in this way. It has the best choice architecture of a welfare scheme. Welcome to Unacademy, a one-stop destination for all the English medium civil service aspirants. Welcome to another session of Economic Explained. In this session, let's try and understand what are the arguments which have been put forward by the spokesperson of Congress party as to why the scheme of Atal Pension Yojana is flawed. The structure of the scheme is flawed. And what are the counterpoints which have been provided by the finance minister in support of the same scheme. But before that, a very important announcement. Starting 30th of March, we are launching a new English online classroom program batch. This will be purely an English medium. The faculties who are taking the classes will be Sarmad Sir, myself, Chetan Sir, Abhishek Sir, Mukesh Sir and Himabindu Ma'am. We are also providing a 50% discount on your course purchases. If you are interested, the mobile number is given here. You can give a call, or else the link for this is also provided in the description below. Let's start the discussion. Before understanding what is the argument in favor of Atal Pension Yojana and against Atal Pension Yojana, what are the features of the scheme? Point number one, Atal Pension Yojana was launched in the year 2015. Point number two, under this, the target beneficiaries were people who belong to unorganized sector. Unorganized sector. Point number three, who are the people eligible to subscribe under Atal Pension Yojana? The eligible age was 18 to 40 years. And based on the age when you enter into the scheme and based on the need for the pension after the 60 years, different amounts of payment was supposed to be done. If you want to subscribe to Atal Pension Yojana, you can do it either through your bank account or else you can also do it through the post office savings account. But the account was mandatory. You should be having an account to subscribe to Atal Pension Yojana. And point number five, the pension that was provided after the retirement, the pension amount varied from 1,000 rupees to 5,000 rupees. Maximum was 5,000 and in multiples of 1,000. That is 1,000, 2,000, so on and so forth. In terms of the payment, to get the pension after the age of 60 years, imagine you make an entry at the age of 18 years. Then based on the amount that you want, you will be paying 42 rupees or 84 rupees or 126, 168 or 200 rupees if you want 1,000 rupees to 5,000 rupees in the form of pension after 60 years. Very recently, Government of India also made a change. What was the change? Earlier, when this Yojana was launched, imagine a person who is a subscriber before the age of 60, he is dead. The person passes away. In such a situation, government said, we will wait till, right, he attains the age of 60 as per the calendar, and after the 60 years period is over, the spouse of the subscriber will be given the full amount. But Government of India has changed the process now. If the person dies prematurely, that is before the age of 60 years, then the spouse of the person is allowed to continue to make contributions. They can make contributions. And after the 60 years is over, the spouse now will be getting the pension amount. Now you'll have one more doubt. Sir, what if both of them pass away? What if the husband as well as wife, whoever is the subscriber, both of them pass away? In such cases, the nominee of the subscriber will be given the corpus amount after the age of 60 years of the subscriber. So these are certain very important provisions of Atal Pension Yojana. But the most important one, remember this, the most important provision, or let's say the point regarding the scheme or the Yojana is that under the scheme, the government guaranteed 8% returns. Government of India guaranteed 8% returns. Now what if you don't get 8%? Because this is basically the scheme where investments will be done by the asset management companies. What if you don't get 8%? Government said, whatever is a shortfall, it will be subsidized. In simple terms, PFRDA, Pension Fund, Regulatory and Development Authority, it has to provide at least 8%. If there is any shortfall, that shortfall will be subsidized by Government of India. These are the most important features of Atal Pension Yojana. Now, what is the issue all about? The Congress spokesperson cited certain issues, pointed out certain issues based on a survey and said the design of Atal Pension Yojana is flawed. And the points that were mentioned was one, more than 80% of the subscribers under the scheme had subscribed for a pension amount less than 1,000 rupee. So very, very poor people are opting for it. Second, many people over a period of time have moved out of, have not subscribed, have not paid, they have moved out of the Atal Pension Yojana. That is the second point. And the third very important point, if the government under the Atal Pension Yojana guarantees 1,000 rupees, let's say, over a period of time, because of inflation, the purchasing power of the subscriber will be very less. What is available for 1,000 rupees today may not be available after 1 year. The price, because of the inflation, will be much, much higher. So these were some of the criticisms that were raised by the Congress spokesperson to point out that the design of Atal Pension Yojana is actually flawed. Reacting to this, the Finance Minister also laid out certain points in favor of Atal Pension Yojana. What were the arguments in favor? The Finance Minister stated that the scheme guarantees 8% minimum or at least 8% returns. So the design has no flaw in it. Point number two, the design of the scheme has been purposely done this way so that we will target the middle income and poor households in India. And if you remember earlier, I said in the features of Atal Pension Yojana, I said the target is the workers in the unorganized sector, and especially those people who do not have any kind of a security, social security benefits as of now. Point number three, the Finance Minister said there is a particular tool which has been introduced purposely under Atal Pension Yojana, and that is where the concept of choice infrastructure, public choice infrastructure, or the best choice infrastructure, as well as the concept of nudge theory will prop up. Now, what is this idea of a choice infrastructure? The Finance Minister stated that whenever a subscriber will open an Atal Pension Yojana or will subscribe to Atal Pension Yojana, the payment that is done on monthly basis under this scheme, the payment is automatically debited from the bank account. I'll repeat the statement. If I subscribe to Atal Pension Yojana, whatever is the amount that I need to make payment, that is a premium amount that I need to make payment, that amount automatically will be debited from my savings bank account or post office bank account or post office savings account. The Finance Minister says this has been done purposely. Why? people annually do not have to keep on thinking whether should I continue with the scheme or not. Automatically they will continue. As long as money is there in the bank account, automatically the amount will be debited. They will be subscribing to Atal Pension Yojana. If they want to be excluded from that, only then the decision has to be made. And because people might forget, if you are subscribing to that, if you have to make a payment, remember that and make a payment, you might forget it. And automatically you might be excluded from the scheme. But in case of Atal Pension Yojana, Finance Minister says, don't worry. The design is in such a way that you don't have to take a decision whether to join or not or continue or not. If you want to be excluded, that is your decision. If you want to be excluded, simply do not allow the withdrawal to happen from your bank account. You will be excluded from that. That decision has to be made. In essence, in the best interest of the public, in the best interest of the people, is to continue under this initiative. Because over a period of time, after you attain the age of 60, there is certain source of income for you. That is the best decision that you can take. Now, the Finance Minister says that is not a concern for the people now. Why? Automatically, the design of the scheme has been made in such a way that the choice infrastructure has been done in such a way that automatically the money will be debited. They will continue to remain subscribers of Atal Pension Yojana. So, these are some of the arguments which have been given in favor of Atal Pension Yojana by the Finance Minister. But apart from this, I've also written a term called as nudge theory here. In fact, couple of years ago, Economic Survey had discussed the concept of nudge theory. There is an economist who has won Nobel because of the behavioral economics study that they have done. The basic idea of a nudge theory says that the people, such as you and me, we are not machines. We cannot take decisions all the time having all the information at our fingertips. We require assistance. We should be provided lot of information. We should be given with lot of data so that based on the data that is available, the choice infrastructure that is available, will be making the decisions considering all the alternatives available to us. This is basically the discussion regarding the debate around Atal Pension Yojana. If you like these initiatives, please hit the like button, provide your valuable comments in the section below, and if you yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, kindly do it now. Thank you. Have a great day.